So we're talking to Brian Moylan with Gawker. Gawker is going to be sponsoring a fundraiser to raise money for marriage equality later this month. So Brian, we often hear about companies donating money to marriage-related causes, but it's a little bit less common for companies to actually hold a fundraiser for that purpose. What prompted Gawker to get involved?
Well, I initially came up with the idea because I thought it would be fun to throw a pride party, and then we decided that, we should probably turn it into a fundraiser. And, on Gawker, we support gay marriage a lot. We cover it, and, we're always on the side of equal rights. And so we thought it was finally time to put our money where our mouth is, so to speak, and actually do something, because the fight in New York is very winnable right now. So we figured if there was a time to do it, then the time was now. So we just thought we'd pull the trigger and get the issue some attention and get it some money too to make it happen.
So the polling right now shows us pulling ahead. Public support shows people are generally in favor of marriage equality. But there's this frustrating problem of senators who are lagging behind still. Why do you think that is? Why aren't they catching up with public opinion?
Oh my God. So, the legislators are always just so afraid of anything that they think might be controversial. And, I think that in the case of this, as in many things, that they're afraid that something horrible is going to happen if they support gay marriage, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what's up with these legislators. All I can tell you is I think it's pretty stupid that if, a majority of the people want it, then they should, make it happen. So hopefully now we'll finally get it in New York. Whereas, this would be, I think, the first state where marriage would come right from the legislature. So I think that, it's sad that New York, of all places, is already behind other states. And, I think that would be a good message to send, that, you don't need to always take it to the courts, that you can legislate it. And so I think that a victory in New York through the legislature would, even though we're not the first state, would still be a really big deal.
Right. Have you heard from any supportive legislators about your fundraiser? Do you know if there's going to be any big New York names attending?
I don't know that we're going to have any legislators. I think we are going to have some politicians and such. And you know how it is with those guys, so trying to get everybody's schedules together. So, we've gotten some tentative yeses on some decent names in New York. But more importantly for me, there's going to be some real housewives there, which, hello. I mean, legislators, they won't throw a drink on anybody.
Right. They'll be.
That's not our kind of party.
That's a little controversial, though. The housewives, they've gotten some criticism for treating the gay help kind of, they're sort of objectifying their LGBT assistants and employees.
Very true, but know what? If they're going to show up and write a check, I'll cash it. So, thanks, housewives. And, it'll lend a little bit of excitement to our event rather than just the usual, boring speeches and stuff. I've been to enough of those fundraisers. Hopefully that we can throw something a little bit more exciting.
So the date for this is June 22nd. That's 2 days after the end of the legislative deadline for this year. So at that point, it'll be too late to pressure senators into passing it in this legislative session. Is that too late, or why wait until that time to do it?
Well, we had originally sort of envisioned it as like a gay pride sort of party, and gay pride is that weekend in New York, and so we'd scheduled it, and we were sort of a little bit late to the game and the planning process, so we had to have it a little bit later just so that we could get the party together and have it in a way we were comfortable. But we are raising now. We're accepting donations. We're getting sponsorships, and hopefully we'll get a good chunk of money to the places where it needs to be before we have the party. So in this way, we can hopefully raise some money to do some good, and then if it passes, which hopefully it will, it'll be, a great celebration for everything that we've done. So yes, we may be a little late, but we're drawing attention to it now, And, we have a fairly big platform and a lot of readers. So hopefully, just by knowing that we're raising money and throwing a party and putting our weight behind it, that is something that we really care about. And it's something that we can compel people to do something about.
And in California, it was after Prop 8 passed. It's often after something happens that people really want to start getting involved. We saw so much more support for LGBT issues post Prop 8.
Exactly. And even if, marriage equality passes, it's not like we're all of a sudden, have all the rights and equalities that everybody else has. So yes, it's a big issue, but it's not the only issue. And the people that are benefiting the Empire State Pride agenda not only work on marriage equality, but a number of other issues for gay men and lesbians. So even if all of the money doesn't go towards gay marriage, at least it'll be going towards a good cause.
So if people want to donate some money or RSVP, where should they go? How can they get involved?
Can you repeat the question? There was some noise outside my window and I missed you.
Sure. If people want to donate money or RSVP, how do they get involved?
We put a site up on Gawker, which you can still find, and there's a link there to donate money specifically through our event. We're also looking for corporate sponsors, so if anybody's in charge of their company's purse strings, we're going to offer, signage and your logo on our invites and stuff like that. We're also, this is breaking news, it hasn't even been on Gawker yet, we're going to sell a limited number of tickets to the public, I think at $300 a piece. So people can come and, throw a drink on a housewife and celebrate gay marriage equality with us.
Fantastic.
And it's going to be super swanky here on the Gawker roof. So it'll be sunny and summer cocktails and fun and fabulous.
Yeah, in the middle of everything.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Brian Moylan with Gawker.com, thank you so much for chatting with us, and good luck with Fundraiser.
Thank you for having me, and write your senators or do whatever you do to pass a gay marriage.